Hey, how's it going, everyone? Welcome back to another GTA Online Q&A. My name is Saintsfan, and today we have a bunch of questions, so we are just going to hop right in. The first one, just getting this one out the way, George and a bunch of other people asked, do you feel since the last money wipe that a new DLC is coming soon? Well, if you take a look at the Steam database website, which is where we can see what Rockstar are sort of doing behind the scenes, it does look like they are ramping up. And I mean, it just makes sense, right? The last DLC was in December, Drip Feed has ended, so obviously there's a new DLC coming soon. But the question ultimately is, when is coming soon, for Rockstar? Does that mean in a couple of weeks? Does that mean in a month or two? So that's what we'll have to wait and see. I obviously have no idea, so I'll just leave it at that. K9, how much could the next update be in money? Interesting question here, and I think, just looking at the past and the previous March DLCs, you shouldn't be expecting them to cost too much, but if they do pack the DLC, the next DLC, with a bunch of drip-fed cars, that's obviously going to increase the price. Last year, there was, 15 drip-fed cars, so if you purchase them all, then that's a lot of money. Now, granted, some of them weren't great, so you didn't need to buy them, but that's the only way that I would imagine this March or this next DLC would cost a lot. I doubt there's going to be anything big as far as spending goes, like a new property or something. So if I had to give an early guess as to how much money, maybe $10-15 million, maybe pushing 20 if there's a lot of vehicles. Playback, what's your favorite car in the game so far? Well, I don't think I can name just one, but I will say recently I have been loving the Devastate 8, the new supercar. I just love the way it looks from behind. Oh my god, I just love the way that car looks. And it's actually really fun to drive. It's really good in terms of performance and handling. So I think that's one of my favorite cars at the moment. Then we have the next one from Orange Cat. Will we see any possibility of an update to businesses such as more cash payouts, RP, and being able to sell businesses, whether it's your weed farm, etc., blah, blah, blah. This is definitely something I've seen a lot of people want over the years, and since Rockstar opened up that feedback section for GTA Online, maybe if enough people push this towards Rockstar and let them know we want this to happen, maybe they let us do it. Who really knows? I would love to sell some of my businesses because I bought all the stupid businesses. The only one I use is the Coke Lab. The weed farms waste some money. The meth, all the other stuff does are all waste some money, and I can't do anything with them. Even some of my apartments, I kind of wish I could sell some of my apartments. But the first part of your question, an update to the businesses so they would give more money as a payout. Again, if Rockstar are truly serious about the feedback, then that is something they should do. I understand they don't want to push it up too much because then people wouldn't need to buy shark cards and stuff, right? They wouldn't make money on microtransactions, but I think certain businesses definitely need an increase. Like Smuggler's Run, there's a reason why every other week it's double money, because regularly it doesn't pay out anything and the double money is what it should be normally. But that's just going to be something, again, that we just have to see what happens in the future. In a couple of months, we'll see if Rockstar truly are listening to that feedback section that they added. Henry, do you think the Arena Workshop having the option to have Benny's may be a hint that we will be getting new Benny's vehicles in the future? Man, I would love that. If you guys have been following me for a couple years now, then you would know how I want more Benny's vehicles in the game. I don't know why Rockstar hasn't done this, because I think there were some of the most popular ones apart from the weaponized vehicles, and people I also think want them as well. So it's not like it's just me. I mean, unless you guys in the comments want to tell me wrong or otherwise, I think Benny's vehicles, new Benny's vehicles that are actually good, not like a freaking minivan like that one time they did in that DLC. Give us some more Sultan RS style type of cars and people will spend boatloads. I bought 4 of them. I will gladly buy 4 more if it's equivalent to that. But getting to the question, do I think that's sort of a hint? Honestly, I don't know, because Rockstar just hasn't shown at all over the last 3 years since Benny's was released that they wanted to add more. I honestly think that was just something they added to get people to spend more money. But I will say, maybe tomorrow I will be releasing a video on a concept DLC for cars like this. It's like a Midnight Club concept DLC. It's this freaking amazing concept. And if Rockstar just took some of the ideas, that would be amazing. We'll get more into that again tomorrow or Wednesday or something. But in it, I want to talk about how the 3 different types of vehicles they added in the Arena War, how that could be used perfectly for a new like tuner DLC. So definitely check that out when I upload it. But that's about the only thing I would say like the arena maybe is hinting towards. William, will Rockstar ever add the basic classic vehicles from GTA 4 into GTA Online as potential DLC vehicles? I'm sick and tired of all these futuristic cars. Yeah. I would like to see that. And, you know, you would think it wouldn't be too hard because, I mean, GTA 4 wasn't that long ago. I'm sure they could take those concepts, those models, and just tweak them a little bit to make them a little bit more modern looking, or maybe not even modern looking, but just tweak them to be a little bit more high quality. And they could easily add those as drip fed vehicles. I mean, more cars. I don't think anyone really complains about more cars. We just need more garage space, which they've been doing a pretty good job of bringing or allowing us to get. But I would like to see that. And I think a lot of other people, like the nostalgia would be there. I'm surprised we still haven't received like a PMP car in GTA Online, but I don't know, because at this point, is Rockstar solely focusing on the weaponized vehicles? That may be where they see most of the money from shark cards goes. So maybe that's what they've decided instead of, you know, the classic vehicles like you mentioned. Now, Sebastian here with a completely crazy topic, but I love this. Do you think there will be an underground DLC where there will be different businesses that would allow you to collect different ores? It would be cool that these ores could be used for different builds of vehicles or weapons. The second part, I would love that. That's too complicated, I think, for GTA Online. But the first part, having some sort of like minor DLC as a legitimate business would be great. Something like this is actually already in the roleplay servers on 5M, if you've seen any of that. And I just think that's such a cool concept, because not only do you have like the mining, but you have the trucking back. You know, obviously this would be probably up in Sandy Shores or in the mountain area. So you'd have to truck it back down to the city. So you'd have that sort of experience. And I think this would be really fun in online as a legitimate business. You know, kind of like the nightclub is somewhat legitimate. This could be another one of those somewhat legitimate businesses. And there's that whole mine that's up in the middle of the map that no one uses, that doesn't get used for anything. This would be perfect for that. There's the whole part on the right-hand side of the map where they're doing a bunch of the excavating. That would be a pretty awesome area for this. And yeah, the fact that it could be underground just means like the facilities, they would just need to add some little bunkers here and there. Or maybe even connects to your bunker. Who knows? But that would be awesome. I would love something like that. GTA Cat, would you rather play GTA Online or Red Dead Redemption Online at the moment? 100% GTA Online, mainly because it's all on PC. I will be playing Red Dead Online probably a little bit more once it gets to PC, but man, there's just not a whole lot to do in Red Dead Online. Then we have Zamog. Do you think Rockstar will listen to the feedback for GTA? Yeah, that's, again, what we were talking about earlier. That's going to be like the ultimate question now. Will they listen to the feedback, and, you know, how in depth will that go? Does this mean we can start asking for crazy DLCs or bigger DLCs? Like, can we ask for a casino DLC or a San Fierro or a Las Venturas DLC? Is that something that's now on the table with this feedback? And also, on the other hand, like, can we ask for businesses to pay more? Can we ask for the CEO bodyguards and the VIP members or the MC members, can they get a better pay increase? And will Rockstar listen? Yeah, I don't know. That is the ultimate question. And then the final question, KN5, and I may make this into a separate video at one point, but this is such a interesting and I guess sort of thought-provoking topic. He says, what would take GTA Online 2 in the right direction? Because at the moment, currently, GTA Online is boring. Well, as far as GTA Online being boring, that's subjective. Like, if you've been playing it since the start, then sure, I can see why it's boring. But there's a lot to do in GTA Online, so it's kind of on you for being boring. But as far as what could they do, I mean, there's obviously a list that you could probably run down. And if I had more time to think, I could probably make a list and run down. The biggest one for me would be to make it more of like a role play world. And this actually goes back to the beta of GTA Online. In the beta of GTA Online, players had the option to become either a certain gang member or a cop. And there were different territories depending on who you were with that you guys held. And there were gang wars, territory wars, some stuff like that. Like, that's, to me at least, so much fun. And if they do incorporate some of the stuff that's in those RP 5M servers where players can actually become cops, there's drug running, there's legitimate jobs you can do, there's taxiing, like you can become a taxi driver, right? If they did stuff like that where the community actually gives experiences, that's what truly makes these sort of open world games for me. And honestly, that's what makes them not boring. You could play that game, right? This theoretical game for forever. And as long as there are different people in your game, there's going to be a new experience. And that's kind of not what you get. You don't really get that in GTA Online at the moment, because it's, at the moment at least, mainly just everyone driving around on Oppressor Mark IIs blowing each other up. So, you know, you're kind of missing some of that. But I don't know if Rockstar is going to go that route. I guess we will have to see. That is the question of the day. If you guys want to let me know in the comment section. Thank you all for watching. Please drop the video a like if you did enjoy. Subscribe for more GTA Online content in the future. And as always, I will see you guys in the next one.